So right here I got my passport card. This I had to get a picture in order to get my passport, and obviously I didn't get the passport book. I got the card because I'm just going into Canada. If you drive into Canada, it's a little bit cheaper. You save about $60 rather than flying overseas or flying into Canada. It's actually, you have to get a passport book. So I just decided to get the card, and I'm going to explain to you, traveling to another country with cerebral palsy, my experiences with it, and I'm also going to explain, well, there's some countries that I'll never travel, that if I didn't have cerebral palsy I'd probably feel more comfortable traveling to, although I don't feel really an immediate threat. If I did travel to them, I don't think I would. It just I might experience more persecution. So when I traveled to Canada the first time, I didn't have any issue. I think I was 12 years old. It was before you even needed a passport to get into Canada. Now it's a little more strict traveling to and from Canada, so they require you have at least a passport card, which I think mine was $70. So you generally have to get it a few months in advance, and I got mine last November, so I'm cleared to cross here at the end of April, and that's when I'm planning on going. I'm gonna put a few pictures in this video as well, because I want to get a picture by every state sign in the United States. It's a thing like I have a bucket list for, and I have 23, I believe now. I haven't looked at the pictures in a while, but I know where they're at on my computer, so I'll put them on the video. And Alaska's one of the ones that I need. I really don't like flying, and figured it'd just be better to drive there and drive back. Where I work gives you 4 weeks vacation a year, so I'm able to do this. This is the most amount of vacation I've ever had at a job, so it allows me to do this, and I think I'll really enjoy driving. Canada is very similar to the United States with their rules and laws and demographics and that sort of thing that allow people with disabilities really not to be persecuted very much. So fortunately, I think Canada will be fine. If I were to travel, I don't like flying a lot, so probably there's a few countries I would love to travel to, like Australia, Iceland, New Zealand, United Kingdom, Canada, obviously, a lot in Europe. But other than that, there's just a few countries that generally you don't go to if you have cerebral palsy, and I think it's it's just one of those things that you have to deal with. And fortunately, like I said, I'm glad to live in the United States. I think it's probably the country that I'd most want to live in. I'm living in a dream country. Sometimes people, take advantage of freedom, and freedom's not free. But with freedom, there comes responsibility, and I think sometimes people take advantage of their freedom, and that's why people don't enjoy living. But truth is, having freedom is the greatest thing you can ever have, and I'm glad that I live here in the United States. And like I said, United States, their law system's probably better than Canada. Generally, you see more people immigrating to the United States than you do to Canada. It's also a large population, and the weather's probably better, and there's just more economical opportunities in the United States as well. I really do like living in the United States, but Canada I look like as a friendly neighbor. So I'm looking forward to traveling there, and I don't feel like I will get any persecution mainly the majority of the trip, although I'm expecting to go through some cities here and there, so I'll probably do some stopping and sightseeing. But I'm going to Alaska, like I think Montego, that area, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, and the Yukon Territory. So there'll be a few provinces that I'll go through, and probably spend about 24 hours at least to drive into Canada from those provinces. So and then plus I'll have to drive back. So I'll be spending a lot of time there when I leave around April 29th is when I'm planning on leaving here and crossing in North Dakota. So I'm glad that Canada is a good country to visit, because I'd rather not fly. But in order to get all the states, I'm gonna have to fly to Hawaii. But I think I will be able to fly. I've flown before, I just don't much like it. But that'll be a few years off. I don't want to get them all right away, because like I said, it's a bucket list, and if you fulfill your bucket list too soon, it's not something to work for. So like I kind of want to delay some of the states that I see, and eventually I'll get there. But it's always something cool and a thing to plan out in the future, how you're going to get to this state, and that sort of thing. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.